Well guys, I'm back to my Pokemon Violet playthrough as it's been a few days since I last filmed the series, and of course thank you for stupid notifications from Dad's laptop. Just gotta make sure everything's now working, thankfully yes. So I don't want a repeat of my sword playthrough a few years ago, but anyways, as I dealt with Rhyme, the ghost type gym leader, as my team's now updated. Next up is the ground type Titan, as I brought Jumpluff back on the team. It's been a while since I've last used it, although wish it had a good grass move eventually. And of course brought my first Gyarados back on. And I'm using Frostmoth for the first time in a series. Finally it evolved too. Took you long enough. And using Tropius, which I caught off screen some time ago. Can't wait to see how that does. And of course Snover, or Abomasnow now, caught that off screen after filming the last episode. And of course Avalugg, which used after I caught it in the last episode. So yeah, can't wait to see how these guys do. As off to take care of the ground Titan, which won't be too long. Alright, so here we go. And it's out in the desert. Of course, Tauros right there. As we're coming up to the desert. Remember last time, a long time ago, several weeks ago, we came through the desert right here. And we actually saw the Titan, but of course I had to be careful and try to avoid it because it was way too early to take it on. But now it's time. Wow, a brave area. Oh, and speaking of which, there you are. And if you're seeing it right there, it looks like, hey, why does that look like Donphan? Finally picked up that item. Well, that's because it is Donphan actually. It's Donphan in the future. As Scarlet and Violet introduced, I can't remember what it's called, but they're Pokemon that are in the past and the future. And they look very similar to real-life Pokemon. I mean, current Pokemon. And this is basically the future version of Donphan. As that. Yep, Iron Treads is... This is what the Pokemon is, Iron Treads. Donphan's future form. Alright, but unfortunately, Jumpluff is not going to really do too well here. Might have to go all the way to Terrestrialize for Bullet Seed. And I tried to look up a good move for it to learn. From relearning, only thing I could have was Mega Drain. But I think Bullet Seed might do more damage overall, so that's why I stuck with Bullet Seed. Yeah, it's like the Hoppip line just doesn't really have good moves. It's been a long problem with it. Ow! That hurt. Oh, great! Thank you, Jumpluff. Well, that was a waste of a Terrestrializing. Thank you very much for not doing anything. God, you suck, Jumpluff, I swear. You would be so good if they just gave you good moves. It has Iron Head, so I gotta keep an eye on that too. Alright, guess I'm gonna have to rely on good old reliable Gyarados. Alright, Waterfall. Oh my god, how am I slower? Oh, that's right. It already did Rapid Spin. There we go. That's more like it. Alright, so that's going to wrap that part up. As there goes Iron Treads, run away like a coward. Now I gotta get myself a revive. Where's the, I guess let's use the fresh water. Even though fresh water sucks now. And use a super potion for Gyarados. I guess I'll put Gyarados up front since Jumpluff obviously showed that he cannot do the job. Freaking flinch, he couldn't take a hit. And there's an item right there, but I'm probably not going to be able to get it now. And of course, there's always Iron Treads breaking that to eat. And of course, Arven shows up very late. Right, there you go. Time to take you on. And that's Skull Villain, which I think I've used before. I have used before, but I don't. Did I use an Elite 4? I don't think so. But it's the evolution of Callus Kid. It's Grass and Fire. Alright, here we go. Super Fang. No, Waterfall. I don't know why I thought of Super Fang. And of course, somehow you're faster. Really? That did nothing. Oh, so it must be steel and ground steel. There we go. Nice crit. Although it didn't really feel like it made much difference. But hey, thank you for the flinch. Now you know how I felt right back with Jump Bluff. And there we go. Iron Treads down. Let's go. And down you go. Alright. If only we would get experience out of it. Oh, there we go. I was like wondering why it was taking so long to load up. So you're saying I don't have to do much training now for my next team? Oh, joy. As I now need to look up. Because now there's only 5 things left before the Elite 4. As let Arvin take care of his crap while I'm not even paying attention. Alright, next up. Oh, the Psychic Gym. Alright. So Psychic Gym is going to be next. Actually, next up is going to be the next 2 gyms straight. So we're going to have the gyms done very soon. Psychic and then the Ice type gym. Then the Fairy Team Star member. Then the final Titan, which is Dragon. And the final Team Star member, which is Fighting. Before we finally take on the Elite 4. We are getting there. We're almost there. And remember, even when we might beat the Elite 4, the series is not over yet because we still got to take care of the stuff with the leader. I mean, with the Professor and Myriadon. So we're not done yet. Which reminds me, I still need to get back on Scarlet and finish that up too. And I need to get back to my main Violet game too. It's been over a year since I last played and get that finally done with the DLC and all that, which sucked ass. Alright. Yeah, Arvin, thank you for making this sandwich even though it sucks ass because Myriadon's gonna take it from me. Why you didn't give me a choice? I don't have an option. That's one Pokemon I still haven't yet to use yet. I've used its pre-form, but I haven't used Mabustiff yet. Yeah, take it, Myriadon. So now, I can glide! So if I jump in the air and hit A again, I can glide. Although it's not really that useful. Climbing up walls, which would have been much better. Yep, there's just one more Titan left. But it's gonna be a bit, like we said, before we take it on. We got, like, freaking 3 things before we get to the last Titan. Alright, now I gotta be bugged again. By Turo. Yep, I already know how to glide. I don't need you to tell me, game. OBS glitched out again. There we go. I hate when it does that so much. It's so stupid. Oh, I see an item right here. I'm going to go get that really quickly. Another item. And then, of course, there was an item right back here. Might as well go get that really quickly. Oh, come on. Will you get the item? Jeez. A rare bone. Before I saw another item, but it looks like I didn't. So much. And a TM. Don't mind if I do. Will you pick up the damn item? Oh, my God. And it's not even worth it, really. Confused Ray, it sucks pretty much now. Alright, but anyways, that's going to wrap up the episode as I beat the Titan. And now I got to get my new team up to level 40 to take on the Psychic-type gym. Yay! At least this episode was quick, and I don't have to really gain much level, so it'll make it a lot more easy, especially when I get those EXP small candies. Alright, guys, so that's going to wrap it up here. See you all next time.